Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru.
Balihari Gure apne Dyohari Sadvar Jin manas te devte kiye Kart na lagi var Je so chanda ugveh सूरज चढ़े हजार एते चानन होंदियां गुर बिन कोर अंधार गुर बिन कोर अंधार वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. Okay, so today's talk is all about the light. Just a quick one. If you could remember, look back at the person on the left. That was me, 2000 camp. And then that was a year later. So the count works, yeah? The count works. This was Sikhi camp 2000, that's 14 years ago. And some of the people here probably still remember me from that first camp. Just took a day after the camp was Amrit Sanchar. There's some people today that are going to Amrit Sanchar actually. So if anybody feels inspired from yesterday and today, join them and then come back tomorrow. Could be even faster than the camp the first day. So the first thing to remember for us is that Guru Nanak Dev Ji is actually described by the Sikhs and by Bani as being the light. Yeah? Those who read Gurmukhi can read this up here, but Maharaj is by Gurdas, he's saying Ki Satguru Nanak Pargataya Miti Tund Jagat Chanan Hoa. The Guru Nanak Dev Ji's come into this world, and the tund, which you all know if you can speak a little bit of Punjabi, is just like the mist, or let's just say like, you know, when you can't see. And now when I was in Punjab, you can't see the side, you can't see the road in front of you. You're looking at the side window to see the side of the road, so you don't drive off. So in a way, the word Maryada is the two kinari of a river. So in a way, you're looking at the side to make sure you don't fall off the road. Yeah. But this road, it couldn't be seen, and then up comes Guru Nanak Dev Ji and gets rid of all the tund, and now we can see the path towards Vaheguru. Right. So Bhai Gurdashi describes Guru Nanak Dev Ji as displaying the light. Why? Because it's a time of darkness. Here's Guru Nanak Dev Ji talking about that world that they came into. Yeah. They're saying Kalakati. Yeah, Kaljug is the word Kal, yeah? Not here Kal, yeah? Kaljug. Kalkati Raje Kasai. Kasai. Kasai is the butcher. So they're saying darkness, yeah, not knowing what's going on, that is the knife. That's the ignorance is the knife, right? And then the people that use that knife, the kings, the political rulers of the world, they exploit people's ignorance. They keep us stupid. They keep the light away from us. Yeah? They keep us ignorant and they exploit us because of our ignorance. Because we don't know who we are. There was just to go a little bit outside, because you know, there's this, what we're talking about spiritual, but then there's a world that we know about as well. You know, there was a famous quote by the guy that made Ford Motors, Henry Ford. Yeah? He said that if the people worked out how banking works, he goes that there will be a revolution before tomorrow morning breakfast. The truth about the world is so exploitative that by tomorrow morning there'd be a revolution across the world. If you just knew the truth, how the world works. And now, what about ourselves? If we even knew who we were, would we accept the kind of slaves, the mentality that we accept from the world? Yeah. So Maharaj has come to explain to us who we really are. And Maharaj saying the kings are butchers, they're exploiting us using our ignorance. And taram pankh kar udreya. Righteousness, taram, has grown wings like a bird and udrya, it's flown away. Yeah? So the righteousness is nowhere to be seen basically. And then Maharaj says, Kood amavas sach chandrama dise nahi koh chadiya. Now, what is amavas? You know, like masya? Yeah? That's where the word comes from. Amavas means no moon. There is no moon anywhere. It's a dark, moonless night. You can't see anything. The truth, which is the chandrama, sach chandrama, dise nahi, it can't be seen. So no one knows what the truth is. It's all darkness. It's like a dark moonless night. There's no moon and people cannot see the truth. And Maharaj says that, how will it come? Now who is that moon, innit? They're saying the moon can't be seen, but Maharaj is so humble, they won't say that they are the moon. Right? But Bani is telling us that Guru Nanak Dev Ji is that moon. Yeah? Right. This is Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj now saying this. Yeah? They're saying, Gur Prasad Sahaj Kar Paya Mitya Antera Chand Chadya. But the Guru Kirpa, they're saying, darkness has now gone and the moon has risen. And if you look in Bani, the one times the Pats, the poets in the time of Guru Arjan Dev Ji are praising Guru Nanak Dev Ji, they actually use the word Nanak Chand. Yeah? They use that word. That Guru Nanak Dev Ji, he's given them the name, the moon. Now as I said to you, it's a dark moonless night, that's Kaljug. In that place the moon has come up, because you know what the moon does? It doesn't have its own light. Yeah? You don't understand, right, the concept of it, yeah? Guru Nanak Dev Ji doesn't bring his own light. Whose light does he bring? God's light. So he reflects Akal Purakh Vaheguru. In the dark of Kaljug, you can't see the truth. So therefore, you need something to reflect the truth to you. So in Kaljug, you need the moon. In Satjug, you've got the light. Yeah? Directly. So in Kaljug, we need the moon, and that's Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. Yeah? That's what they're saying. So, and we sing this, every day. Even today, when you heard the Hukamnama, they would have said these words. We see this. Hove sifat khasamdi nur arso kurso chatiye tud dithe sache paatshah mar janam janam di katiye. Look what it's saying there. Hove sifat khasamdi. The word nur means light. Yeah? Nur arso kurso chatiye. So the praises of Guru Sahib are being done, and they say that the light is now descended from heaven. Arso kurso chatiye. It's come down now. And who is this light? Obviously our Guru, because Sache Pasha is our Guru. Yeah. Tud dithe Sache Pasha. Oh Guru Sahib, I see you now. What is this? What is this light? If I see this light of my Guru, what does it do to me? Mal, the dirt, janam janam di katiye. So for many lifetimes, we've collected dirt. What is that dirt? Our ignorance. Our ignorance of not knowing who we are has collected for so many generations, so many lifetimes, and then just by seeing our Guru, it gets wiped out. Yeah. But what is our Guru? And Bani also says, Dithe mukatana hove, jichar shabad na kare vichar. By seeing our Guru, you don't get mukti until you do vichar of the Shabad. Until you look into that Shabad and research it, understand what it's saying, you won't get mukti. So thinking about the Shabad. Yeah? So basically Bani is Guru in that sense that by seeing our Guru, by seeing Gurbani, so much mal gets wiped off us. Okay. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji is that light. Now, because they asked me to relate this in a Mool Mantan, I'm going to go through this quickly. Okay. Most people out there, not here, just the boss down here, yeah. But out there in the Sikh Punjabi world, right? Of like Southall, Hounslow, Birmingham, yeah. Where else do you guys come from? Leicester. If you go up to most average banda and you say, Bhai Sahib or Penji, what does Ik Oankar mean? What are they going to say? One God, right? So that's the Ik, yeah. What's Oankar mean? And people look at you like a little bit strangely, like, huh? Oankar bhi ek akhar honda hai. Well, Oankar is part of Ik Oankar, right? But we don't know what this part means. So we all know what Ik means, there's one God. We don't seem to understand what Oankar means. Right? I'll try to give 3 definitions there, yeah? Just 3 little words, just to make you remember. Now, you've heard the Big Bang Theory, right? What's the Big Bang Theory, quickly? The world started with a bang, yeah, and expanded out. But was that sound a bang? So you may as well call it the Big Ong Theory. Because that was not the sound that was heard if you were there. You would not have heard bang. They don't know what that sound was, so they just put bang in there, right? Well, what was the sound? Maharaj is telling us in Bani, yeah, Kita Pasao, Kita pasao, eko kawao. Kawao means a word, right? Pasao means expansion. So kita pasao, he made it expanded with just one word. Kita pasao, eko kawao. Tiste hoye lakh daryao. Daryao can mean our lives as well. Many lives, yeah? 84 lakh junupai. Now, what was that sound? Om. The primal sound. Made everything. So Guru Sahib tells you right at the very beginning, yeah? The one with the sound, Om, created everything. Akar. Ek, Om, Akar. The Ada is silent because it doesn't have anything attached to it. So Ek, Oankar. Like Nir-Ankar. The word Akar is in there, but it's not, you don't see the Ada. It's Nir-Akar. So, the bang, the first thing. The second thing you think of Ek, Oankar is, you see this, Hindus have this Om. We have Om, right? When I say Hindus, wrong word. The Vedas and all they talk about the Om. Yeah, Om. If you see it properly, you'll see it's written up as A-U-M. Not like Om Puri, yeah? O-M, yeah? But it's A-U-M. Now that because there's 3 sounds inside there. 3 sounds, yeah? A-U-M. Akara, Ukara, Makara. These 3 sounds. What they refer to are the 3 primal powers, yeah? Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. A-U-M, right? What's A-U-M? It's the 3 powers that control the world, yeah? The creation from Brahma, yeah? Sustaining power of Vishnu, he sustains the world, yeah? Gives it food. And then the third one, destroyer, Shiva or Mahesh, which destroys the world, A-U-M. So they believe that there was 3 powers that did everything previously. Previous to Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, in the Indian subcontinent, those people that believed in the Vedas and stuff, they believed there was 3 powers. Maharaj comes along and they say, Ik Oankar. People are like, whoa, where does this Ik come from? We all understand Oankar, because unlike us, they knew what that meant. But what's this Ik about? And Maharaj says in Japji Sahib, Eka Mai, Jugat Vyai, Tin Chele Parvan, Ek Sansari, Ek Pandari, Ek Lae Diban, Jiv Tis Pave, Tive Chalave. However he wants, the one, he makes these 3 work. Jiv Ove, Furman. But they say this is interesting. They go, O Vekhe, he can see the 3. Or Na, Nadar Na Ave, they can't see the 3, the one. So the 3 are in homage themselves. They think they are so important, they're worthy of being worshipped. But if they knew that they are being controlled by the one, they wouldn't ever ask people to worship them. They would say, worship Vaheguru. O Vekhe, O Na Nadar Na Ave. And they say, Bahutai Ho Vidan. How amazing is that? So the one makes all 3. And the third meaning, just a quick one to make it relevant to this talk, is this: that we've come from the one. Right? If the one expanded, what did the one expand with? With itself. Apine aap sajyo, apine rachyo now. Dui kudrat sajye kar asan ditho chao. He's made himself, he's made this world, expanded into it, and now he's filling inside it. So we're inside Vaheguru. We're not separate. When we say God is everywhere, God is everything. Sab kuch. Everything. Sab Gobind hai, Sab Gobind hai, Gobind bin nahi koi. We are inside Vaheguru at this moment in time. We feel so separate. We're inside Vaheguru. He's all around us. Yeah, we're breathing Him in. He makes up every molecule of what we are. So Maharaj is telling us that our source is the one, which is what yesterday's Hukamnama, basically what I was using as a quote for my talk today. Maharaj just already gave it yesterday. They say, Sab mein hai jot, jot hai soi. Tiste chanan, sab mein chanan hoy. They're saying everybody's got the light inside them, and that light is Vaheguru. They're saying the light is Vaheguru. But then the Maharaj says, Gur Sakhi Jot Pargat hoy. By the Guru's teachings, by the Guru's Sakhiya even, you can say, the light becomes Pargat. What's Pargat? Have you ever know what that word means? Have you ever heard of someone called Pargat Singh? Or Pargat Kaur? Common name as well. What does Pargat mean? Visible. So before the light is invisible, and now it's visible. Just like Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj was, when he came into the world it was darkness, and now it's light. Yeah? By the Guru's teachings the light becomes visible. So Guru Sahib is here to help us realize our light. Yeah? And that, the history of why I said given Mool Mantar. You know this mantar, yeah? Mool Mantar. The first bit, from Ik Onkar to Gur Prasad, this was given to Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj in Sachkhand. So Guru Maharaj, they first said the Mool Mantar when they were about 30 years old, 29 years old. They came out of the river Vain, where they'd got given the Guruship by God. You know, they disappeared in the river for a couple of days. You heard that story, right? Guru Sahib's gone. So at this time, right, they went to Sachkhand. They met God. God says, you are now the Guru. Guru Sahib said, how can I be a Guru? I don't have a Guru. In those days, you became a Guru by somebody making you a Guru. Your Guru made you a Guru. They're like, well, how can I be a Guru? I don't have a Guru. Right? Guru Nanak Dev Ji is the only person of all the Gurus and of all the Bhagats in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Guru Sahib is the only one without a Guru. So they're like, well, I can't do this. I've got to have someone to give me that job. God says, I'll be your Guru. Why Guru says, I'll be your Guru. Yeah? They say, you be Guru Parameswar and I'll be Par Brahm Parameswar. And this Mool Mantar was given to them then, the Maha Mantar. Yeah? It was given to them then and said, now you are the Guru, Gur Prasad. You are now the Guru. Right? So, Maharaj comes down with this Mool Mantar. And what in Bani, what Maharaj says is this. You know, like we said the word Mool. So relating this to the Mool and the Jot, there's a quote that talks about our Mool means the essence, yeah? Our root. You know, because Muli is a root vegetable, yeah? So the Mool actually means root. So here's a quote from Bani. Maharaj says, Man tu Jot Sarup hai, apana Mool Pachan. Saying, oh my mind, you are the form of the light. Yeah? Recognize your origin. So we've come from the Ik. Yeah? The Ik Onkar, when that expanded out, we, who were previously part of the Ik, then got separated into many, many, many pieces. Ek hai, anek hai, phir ek hai. We have to go back to the one. So we've come from the one, we have to go back to the one. Maharaj is saying, recognize where you come from. Recognize who you really are. Indestructible Akal Purukh is inside us. But that light is inside us now. Guru Amar Das is saying, recognize who you are, recognize where you come from. So, for me, giving this to the Mool Mantar, this is the Sat. Sat, we translate nowadays to meaning true, truth. Yeah? Actually, Sat is like reality, Satya. It's got a Sehari there, if you write it in Gurmukhi, Satya. Yeah? It means eternal, what is really there and away from the illusion. So you got the illusion, like, you know, imagine if you went to see a puppet show, right? You know there's black around the puppet show. Yeah? The wires are paper, really thin, and behind it is black. And then, let's imagine you could see the whole thing, and you could see the guy standing there on top with the puppets. It wouldn't be so fun, would it? It wouldn't be so fun if you could see what was really happening. Right? What is really happening is this, Sat. The truth is, we've come from the one. We think we're separate, but we're not. So this eternal truth, Maharaj is saying, how are you going to find that truth? Is through Naam. Naam is connecting to that truth. So all of us have the ability to connect and find this truth. Now, it's not like a, you know, you got like these airy, fairy, spiritual talks nowadays. You know, you recognize who you really are, feel, and it's all like belief orientated, yeah. And it's like people like left thinking, yeah, man, yeah, I really am part of the truth. That's like that's like what the world talks about spirituality. You know, when you go out into this, but out in the world, yeah, people, when they talk about spirituality, they think of it like some airy, fairy concept that you're going to just understand in your head somewhere. Metaphysically, I understand I'm part of the one, right? It doesn't work that way, because you know what? Communism came out of this idea. We all one, we all part of one big human family. They don't recognize that people themselves are very selfish, and they don't actually want to work that way. How do you transcend the airy-fairy theory into actual reality? It's a real physical connection. Maharaj is saying you will really feel the fact that you are part of that one. Not some theory, you're going to experience God. We've come to this camp not for you to feel that you're sick. We haven't come here for you to feel you're part of the one. We want you to experience and know that you are part of that one. It's an experience. What Maharaj says is that just like you've got eyes to see this world, just like you've got nose to smell this world if your nose worked, as mine doesn't right now, right? And as you've got ears so you can hear what's going on right now, in the same way you've got the dasam dwar up here, right? So you've got 9 physical doors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2 below. You've got 9 physical doors, and the 10th one is a physical door as well, and it's designed to connect you to God, and it's up here. And from here, we're going to experience God in here, right? So it's a proper physical thing. And a name for that, Maharaj says, is Anand. The very start of that. What's it like? Because obviously, this does not look out. It's covered up in it. Like there'd have to be some kind of periscope in here, So after all these 15 meters of cover on top of it, it's not got a chance to look out anyway. So it doesn't look out. It looks in. So don't worry, if it doesn't open, it's not going to get a door in your head. You're like, doctor. It's not an actual hole in your head, right? Okay, because some people, they start worrying, innit? Because one of our pictures has got this door in the head growing up when I was 3-pack leaflet. Okay, you're looking, what? So my head's going to open up. No, right? It's an experience of God from here, and it starts here. And the very first sign of that experience of, let's call this Gyan. Let's call this experience at the very, very first stages of Gyan. Gyan meaning that you get some kind of wisdom, some knowledge about who you really are. Maharaj says Anand. Bliss, very carefree. Nanak Bhagatan, Sada Vigas, Vigas is like pure bliss. And they become, Maharaj says, they become Ve Parvah. Nanak Viksay, Ve Parvah. Nanak has got no worries. Ve Parvah ho gaye. Why they got worries, innit? Because sab kuch Gobind hai, sab Gobind hai. Right? So Maharaj is saying that this is like a very blissful, carefree, joy, optimism. Even the word we use, Chardi Kala, the word we put before that is Naam. Say Nanak Naam Chardi Kala. You can't get Chardi Kala, your spirit rising, if you haven't got Naam first. Otherwise you just get Kardi Kala or Tendi Kala. We don't go upwards. We have to start with Naam. Apa Kharna nahi, apa Thale nahi hona. We have to go up, and that's only going to happen by connecting to God. So this is that pachan, You start to understand everything is one. We are just tiny little molecules within that great one that's created us. And you get this thirst, I want more. Madho, jal ki pyas na jaye. They're saying, I got water, I tasted you, but the pyas doesn't go now. Now I got that water, I want more and more and more. Even though I'm living in the fish, as I sit in the water, the fire burns even more, and I want even more water. So it becomes very thirsty, very addictive. You know, like Sikhi, it's like very contagious, Once you catch it, bus, very dangerous, like a sickness. You can't get out of it. Now, Maharaj says, this is pachan. This is that recognizing and realizing who you really are. It's not some airy, fairy theory thing we're giving you. We want you to experience this, in the camp. That's why Amrit Vela is so important. Amrit Vela is so important because this is where you get to actually see this thing. This is that time where that Gyan becomes prachand. So, but the problem with this is, right, the people that get this bliss and they're like, wow, they're sitting there with a big smile on their face. Then they become very withdrawn from the world. They're like, oh, this such kuch jhoot hai. They say, like Maharaj says in Slok 109, they say, Jag rachna sab jhoot hai. It's all fake. Jo sapna ar bekhna, aise jag ko jaan. Inhe mein kat sacho nahi. Nanak bin Bhagwan. Everything is fake, they go. It's all. The next thing Maharaj says is Karta Purkh. So to find the truth, we have to go through Naam. But the next thing is to understand that light. And that light is this, that Maharaj is Karta Purkh. So the first thing, we become a bit chilled out because we go, you know what, Waheguru is doing everything, I ain't got to worry. He's the one who's doing everything, right? So I become chilled out. But the next thing is to understand that we have to become that light. So initially you're looking at the light, you're going, wow, the light is great. I look at the light, light is taking care of everything. Now you realize, I'm part of that light. So you have to be like the light, which is to be a doer. Not a passive person in this world, but to do something. Right? So we have to be doers. Yeah? Then Maharaj says, be nirpo. Don't have any fear. Akal Purkh is taking care of everything. Yeah? So you got no chinta. But the thing is, then Maharaj says is, don't then live in fear. That your principles become more important than the physical death. Like Sanjay Narsingh used to say, no? That the physical death they do not fear. Sarir ki maut te aur darde nahi sige. Zamir ki maut te darde sige. Zamir is your conscience. So Sarir is one thing, doesn't matter. But the Atma lives on forever. And the Atma has a Zamir, has a conscience. So living by our principles. Yeah. And then, giving no one else fear either. This is our principle, that we don't fear, we don't. Then Nirvair. Maharaj says, don't have any hatred. A Vairi is your enemy. Na ko Vairi nahi bigana. Sagal sa humko banai. Maharaj says, don't have any enemies, but then be all love. That's a hard one, yeah? It's a hard one. Because in the world, you automatically, everything is adversarial. One of the problems of our Gurdwara is the same thing. We've got adversarial politics. You've got to have 2 parties, 3 parties fighting against each other. It's not Sanja, yeah? It's all fighting amongst each other. So, and the next thing Maharaj says, Akal Murat. The Akal Purkh is immortal. Yeah? So therefore we are immortal. Hard one, isn't it, to think about? That we are immortal. But we've been around since the very beginning of time. When that first expansion happened, we've been around since then. Some people say 14.3 billion years ago. The thing to understand is that expansion happens again and again and again. Kai baar pasriyo pasan. Yeah. So how many times have we gone in and out? So we are immortal in that sense. And Ajuni. Now of course Akal Purkh is outside of the June life cycle. We're stuck in this life cycle like a rabbit on, not a rabbit on a wheel. Rabbits don't get on wheels. Hamsters get, so we're hamsters on wheel going round and round, yeah? Sadi June life cycle, 8.4 million times we're going round. We must be bored of that wheel by now. Kai loki are not bored of it yet. They want to say, ek aur wari kar lo. I don't want to get mukti yet. One more time, I want to go around and just see it. We've been going around this wheel so many times. Finally, we got the chance to get out of this wheel. Finally. Just like Harmandir Sahib, you go round and round the parikrama. It's only one point when you get a chance to go through. The rest of the time you just keep going round and round. You can't go to Harmandir Sahib. You only can get in from that one point. So here's our human life chance to go around the parikrama. We finally got to the stop Darshan Deori. You know when it's really packed in Harmandir Sahib? You can't help but follow the crowd. You're like this all the way around. Finally, there's Darshan Deori. You have to cut through and go in. If you miss it, you're going to go all the way around again. Yeah? So this is our chance, human life. Cut out, get out. Get out closes now. But Ajuni, we can get mukti whilst alive. As you can see, there is supposed to be space between can and get. We can get mukti. So Ajuni, Akal Purkh is not in this life cycle, but we can become Ajuni as well. We can get mukti. And then Saipang. This light can be inside us. We don't need the world to give us His light. We don't need somewhere to go to find that light. We can be given that light from inside us. Yeah? Because it's inside us, we can live off this light. Yeah? This is everything to us. Tirath naam na jao, tirath naam hai. Yeah? Everything is inside. We don't need to go outside for it. We don't have to go to a temple to find God. Find Him inside. Obviously, Satsangat is beneficial because that's like Sas with Sangat Har Prabha Sejiyo. But I'm not going to go into that because that's somebody else's talk. Yeah? The point is, the light is inside us. And this is what the light is like. So we have to become like that light. Oh, this way. Okay. So Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj, they give us the reason for the Guru. They say, what do you need? Why do you need this Guru? Why do you need this Gyan? Yeah? Guru is here to give you that Gyan. Not the light, actual light, but the internal light that you can't see with these eyes. It's not these eyes that are going to see this light. It's a different kind of eyes. Maharaj is saying, Gyan Ratan Kat Chanan Hoa Nanak Naam Pyaro Sachade Aap Jagat Upaya Gurbin Kor Andaro. Maharaj is saying the light shines in your heart. Kat Chanan Hoa. Inside your heart, the kat is your inside, yeah? Dil vich, the chanan comes up. The light inside you comes up. Maharaj is saying, Nanak Naam Pyaro. You will, if the Guru blesses you, if the Guru gives the love of Naam, then you will want to say Vaheguru's name. You will have pyar for saying Vaheguru's name. This is the Guru's kirpa. If you sit in the morning Amrit Vela and everybody is saying Vaheguru, 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 and you're thinking, I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, I was like that. Yeah, 14 years ago I was like, what's going on here, man? I'm from a Punjabi Jat family, yeah? They don't know what Naam Simran is. They never had it unless someone whacked it across the head. They're like, what's this stuff? Yeah, they don't have a clue. And I saw it the first time and I was a bit confused. I was like, Sikhs meditate? I thought we just went around like going, hey, we're Sikhs, yeah? South of Broadway, go do Gadian, yeah? I was surprised by this. So maybe we don't even know what Sikhi is because no one told it to us, yeah? That's what it was like in my family. They were like, oh, you'll become fanatic, religious fanatic. What, by waking up in the morning and saying, why could I become a fanatic? Yeah, because that's what Sikhs don't do, innit? That's how it is in our community. We don't even know what Sikhi is, yeah? Maharaj says, Nanak Naam Pyaro. Naam becomes your beloved, yeah? And then Maharaj says, the next bit, Gurbin Kor Andaro. Without the Guru to give us this Gyan, we would not even know what life was about. Without the Guru to give us this truth, we would live living in darkness. Vaheguru created this world and then He sent the Guru for us. He made this world, He made the darkness, right? Maya. He made the Maya, and then within that Maya, He sent the solution to that Maya. Guru. Okay, so we got to find this thing inside us. And Guru Ram Das Ji Maharaj in Asa Diwar, they say a beautiful quote. Yeah? They say, Jin Mastak Tur Har Likhya Tina Satguru Milaya Ram Raje. They're saying, oh Vaheguru, Ram Raje, oh Vaheguru. Read this backwards because it's hard to read it. Sometimes Bani can be understood if we read it backwards as well, not just forward. Oh Ram Raje, oh Vaheguru, right? Those who are blessed by you, those who have the kirpa. Now look, sorry to say this to you because you're going to think, oh man, I'm not one of those blessed people. Somebody else better be blessed, yeah? Sorry to tell this. You are those blessed people. Yeah? This is talking about us. Sikhanu Tinna Sadguru Milaya Ram Raje. Who's been introduced to Sadguru, innit? Sikhi, innit? Especially the Sikhs that are sitting in the camp learning about Guru Sahib. So we are these people. We've been blessed with preordained destiny to come and meet the Guru. Remember here, it doesn't say, if you bless people, they will get to meet you. No. Maharaj is saying, God, if you bless people, they get to meet Guru. Think carefully about this. God blesses us, we get to meet Guru. Guru blesses us, we get to meet Vaheguru. The door to Vaheguru is the Guru. Guru Dwari, yeah? But the door is part of the house. You have to go to the door. You can't get into the house except from a door. It's alright to say, I want to go to the house of God. But you got to go there through a door. You have to go through a Guru. So if you are blessed, you get to meet Guru. But if Vaheguru blesses you, we get to meet Guru. And then what happens? Maharaj says then, Agyan andhera katya, gur gyan kat balya. Agyan andhera. This is not the andhera I said to you earlier of darkness, like physical darkness. You know, sometimes, yeah, I'll tell you a funny thing. When you're sitting in Simran and the lights are off, and by somebody comes turn the lights on, it's very hard, innit, on the heart. First you think Prakash ho gaya, then you realize, oh, someone puts the light on. The thing is it's not the andhera. It's not the andhera right, of the darkness of the room. It's the inside darkness. So when we close our eyes, do we see darkness or do we see light? Agyan andhera katya. Gur gyan kat balya. Balya means like when you light something. Yeah, like a candle. So inside you is just like, if you think about my candle, yeah, it was like that candle. You know, like when you try and light a candle and it's wet and it's just that splutters water at you. Yeah, it's like that. Trying to light this candle, it's just like, I'm not catching fire, man. But then finally, by some lucky blessing, it just burns for like a flicker. Gur gyan kat balya. When that light inside you lights up from the Guru, Guru Sahib blesses you with that light, that you can see it inside you. Remember, that light is not a physical light. What will it feel like? Anand, bliss, contentment. From here, all inside you, you get this light. You're like, wow, God's inside me. How did I forget this? For 21 years, how did I spend my life thinking God was not inside me? But for all these years, how did I live my life without knowing the thing that I wanted was inside me? This is what the people that organize whole camp, yeah, all the seva does. This is the only thing they want, is this, that somebody can come here and inside them the light of Waheguru can be jiga deve Guru Sahib. If that kirpa happens upon us, that's it. We don't need to look anywhere else. Then we found the light inside us. Okay. Now, because we get a bit confused with the Gurus, right? Satya and Balwan, they explain this to us. They say, you know what, the Gurus, they're the same light. So they take Guru Prasad Andaya for Guru Nanak Dev Ji. When they talk about Guru Angad Dev Ji, they say this, Jot uha, Jugat saye, Sekaya pher palati hai. They go, oh, he Jot hai. Jot uha. Same Jot as Guru Nanak Dev Ji, same Jot is this in Guru Angad Dev Ji. Yeah? Jugat saye, same Jugat. Now what does Jugat mean? It means the method, the tariqa. So it's the same light. The same tariqa. Tariqa means saying Waheguru. Frunam. Same way, same light. Sekaya pher palati hai. Only thing that happened is that the body changed. Sekaya. The kaya is the body. Yeah. So only thing that's happened is the body has changed, but the same light goes on. So all the Gurus are the same light. Yeah. Guru Gobind Singh Ji is Guru Nanak Dev Ji. In fact, the old Sikhs, if you did Arti yesterday, they Nanak Guru Gobind Singh Ji, to the aage, that's from Slok Damalida. They go, Nanak Guru Gobind Singh Ji, to the aage sees hamara hai. They say Guru Nanak Guru Gobind Singh Ji. They say one, they don't even have a gap. Nanak Guru Gobind Singh Ji, to the aage sees hamara hai. They always saw Guru Nanak Dev Ji as Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Same thing. Now you got these modern Sikhs. Oh, I like Guru Nanak. I'm not sure about the rest of them. Bani padi kade. What does Bani say? Oh, I like Guru Angad. Yeah, and I like Guru. Yeah, all the first 5 Gurus were really nice. Yeah. What about Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji? Were they not nice? Did not save whole of Hinduism? They write all this Slok Mahla Nama, yeah? Oh yeah, they were nice. Yeah, they're nice. What about their father, Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they must have been. Oh yeah, they did the same that Guru Gobind Singh Ji did. Yeah, Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji done the exact same things that Guru Gobind Singh Ji did. So the 6th Guru was alright, because obviously he would have been alright for the 9th Guru to get the light. And no one says nothing against the Guru Har Krishan Sahib Ji, the 8th Guru. Oh yeah, they were really nice. Yeah. Oh, and Guru Har, yeah, they were really nice as well. They did knowledge of medicine and people, yeah. So what happened then? How did it go from the 6th to the 7th to 8th and 9th? You accept the 7th, 8th and 9th. Obviously the 6th must have worked because we'd like to go through. So then the 6th did the same thing the 10th did. So obviously they're the same, innit? People don't think about their beliefs before they even hold them. Yeah? Unexamined life. All the Gurus are the same light. And then now, where's that light? Gurbani is jag mein chanan. Gurbani is that light. Yeah? Bani Guru, Guru hai Bani, Vich Bani Amrit Sare. Bani is Guru, Guru is Bani. Gurbani is that light. Yeah? When you read that Bani, it will put that light inside you. You know, last year Mani Mani Singh did a talk here. In one of his slides, he was talking about that Guru Sahib is the Deepak Guru. A Deepak Guru was a Guru that can light you. So you know, like a candle can light another candle, and now the light is flowing. So the Guru Sahib can light us up. In the thing that Bible GC was talking about yesterday in the Hukamnama, he was saying that Guru Sahib was asked if you got 3 forms, yeah? You remember that? Some people are like, oh yeah, I remember that. 3 things, yeah? Sargun, Nirgun, Guru Shabad. The physical form of the Guru, Gurbani, and the Nirgun form. Nirgun form, Mara says, the light inside everybody. Sargun, they said, was not themselves physically. They said, the Sikh is my Sargun form. They never said themselves. They said, the Sikh is my Sargun form. The one who reads Bani, who lives in the Guru Shabad, listens, accepts, and lives that truth. They said, that is my form. So, here, Maharaj is saying, Gurbani is Jag mein Chanan. So if we take on that light, if we read Bani, we become a form of our Guru. And then Maharaj finished off there. And then to understand, like, who are we supposed to be? Because you're thinking, right, 10 Gurus, fine. And people said yesterday, Sharon was saying, she goes, people say to me stuff like, in the Guru's times, where'd the Guru go? In the Guru's time. This is the Guru's time. Sadguru is the Jugad, Jugo Jug. Jugo Jug Atal. In every age he is Atal. He is still here. All the other Gurus came and left. Only Guru Nanak stayed. 500 years later, he's still here. We've got him in 2 forms. Gurbani, Guru Shabad form, and the Guru Khalsa. Right? This is the next bit. Guru Gobind Singh describes the Khalsa, and they say Jagat excuse me. They say Jagat Jod Japan is Sabasir Ek Bina Man Nek Na Ane. The Khalsa, let me say he the Khalsa, also means she the Khalsa. Yeah? The Khalsa meditates upon God's name. Jagat Jod. Jagai Oi Jod hai. Awake, ever lit Jod. So that light flows through Bani, and the Sikh that reads that Bani, who accepts Waheguru, lives that truth, that Sikh, they shine with that same light. That light is like a candle, and it lights a candle inside us. Agyan andera katya, gur gyan kat balya. Yeah?
Vaheguru